welcome back to another video. I hope you guys had an amazing new year. I still can't believe it's 2020. I'm extremely excited for what's to come. I have so many huge plans this year. Hopefully this year the Civic will be up and running and I'll be running 9s, maybe even faster at the track. And then I'm hoping to have the Evo a 500 horsepower street car. Those are my goals for this year. I really want to get another car, but I'm trying really hard to finish the Civic and do my plans to the Evo before I hop into another project. We'll see. Either way, I'm extremely excited for 2020. I already know it's going to be an amazing year. Today, we're actually going to be working on the Civic. I know I have not talked much about it or even shown you guys the car because not much has happened to it, to be honest. I haven't done anything really big. But tomorrow I'm going to be getting the roll cage done. It's going to take probably about a full week. I'm going to try to record as much of the process as I can and also show you guys who's going to be doing the cage. This person will most likely be doing my fabrication for the car as well. I'm going to go ahead into the garage, show you guys some of the changes that I decided to go with. Then I'm going to be preparing the car to take it tomorrow. There's a few things I need to do in the inside. Let's go in the garage and get to work. Before I go into detail on what I'm going to be doing today, I want to talk a little bit about the car. Pretty much just go over it and explain to you guys why this process has been longer than what it really should have been. To begin, my overall goal with this car was to make around 500 horsepower. I wanted it to be a street car, but I also wanted to be able to have fun at the track. As I began building the car, I realized that I no longer want this to be a street car. I got the Evo, and I want to make this car a full drag car. So this changed my plans drastically. I've changed a lot of the parts that I have because now I'm going to be going all out to a full drag racing car. I've even considered going with a bigger turbo. I currently have a Precision 6266 ball bearing turbo. That turbo is projected to make around 800 max horsepower. I'm hoping to make somewhere near or close to that number. I've decided to go ahead and keep that turbo and just try to have fun, enjoy the car, get to know the car a little bit because I have never really driven or raced a turbo car like that. So this is going to be a whole new learning experience for me. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the 6266, but I am changing some things under the hood, which I'll go into further detail shortly. But like I mentioned, this car is now going to be a full drag racing vehicle, so I'm going to go ahead and get a roll cage done. When it came to the roll cage, I was indecisive on what kind of cage I wanted to go with, whether a 10-point or 12-point, but I want the car to be fully ready. I even thought about not putting the cage in at one point because I'm just so ready to have fun and drive the car. But I don't want to have to go to the track and make a pass and then get kicked out because of my time requiring me to have a cage. Not only that, but I want to make sure that I am safe. You never know what can happen, so it's just better to have a cage while I'm at the track. And now that the car is down, I feel like it's just best to do everything at once. That way when the car is running, the car will be ready for whatever time that I do at the track. So not only have I decided to just do the cage, I'm going to go ahead and do the parachute. I want the car to be 100% ready. I want to take this car to the track, I want to have fun, I want to go faster, just have the car physically ready for whatever I throw at it. Today we're going to be taking out the headliner, I'm going to be removing the sunroof because none of that is needed, and since I'm getting the cage done this weekend, I need to have all of that removed. The car needs to be ready for how I'm basically going to be driving at the track. Once I remove the headliner and the sunroof, I'm going to go ahead and install back my Kirky seat. That way the fabricator will know exactly where the bars need to go. I'm really excited. This car has been down for way longer than what I anticipated. I actually thought it'd be done by now, but when you're building a car, you just start to make changes. The roll cage was never really in the plan in the beginning, but now it is. Once the cage is finished, I'll be doing the fabrication process. Once the fabrication process is complete, I will go ahead and remove the motor, and then I'm gonna be fully building the motor all the way from the bottom to the head. This is also another thing that I never knew what I was gonna kind of do to the motor. A lot of people just run stock motors. These motors are pretty strong, so you're able to run them with a lot of power and not have to really worry. But I want mine to be built, I want it to be ready. And if I want to go with a bigger turbo, I want the motor to be ready for that as well. This car will probably never be a street car again, which is okay. I have the Evo that I will eventually be building for the street, and then I'll have this car strictly for the track. Now eventually, once I get more power into the Evo, I want to take it to the track. It would be cool to put slicks on it, just see what the car can do. All-wheel drive is completely different from a front-wheel drive, from a rear-wheel drive car. I've heard and seen that, all-wheel drive is a little bit harder to launch. So I want to practice and get better and just kind of see what the Evo can do at the track. Eventually, it would be awesome to convert the Civic to all-wheel drive. I've had so many people asking me, am I gonna do all-wheel drive conversion, or will I consider it in the future? And the answer to that is yes. Maybe one day I will do an all-wheel drive conversion, but for right now, I wanna stick with the front-wheel drive. I wanna have fun, I wanna enjoy the car, and then once I am ready for more power, I'll throw more power at it, and maybe at that time, I'll do the all-wheel drive conversion. My overall goal with this car is just to have fun, enjoy it, and just take it to the track and push it to its limits. I am not building this car to be the fastest. I'm not building this car to be the best or anything crazy. I just literally want to go there, have fun at the track, see what numbers I can do. Eventually, yes, I want to begin competing. Living in Florida, there are so many events all year long. Car season never really ends here. So I'm just excited to have this car running and finally be able to take it to the track whenever I feel like it. I wanted to update you all. So many of you guys have been saying I forgot about the Civic now that I have the Evo, and that's not the case. I just don't want to be recording pointless videos if I haven't done anything to the car. But today, we're actually gonna work on it, and then tomorrow I'll be recording me taking it to the fabricator, introducing him, and showing you guys pretty much his work. So another hard part about this whole entire process was trying to find the right fabricator. I wanted somebody that was kind of nearby, but someone that I could go and record. And if I can have the roll cage and the whole entire piping done at the same time, or with the same person at least, that was my ideal goal, versus having to take the car to the shop to have the cage done, and then go ahead and trailering it to another shop to have the fabrication and piping stuff done. So I'm happy that I found somewhere that can do everything all at once. I'm hoping that the Civic will be complete with the roll cage and fabrication process by January, and then February I can go ahead and build the motor and transmission. And then hopefully in March, I'll be putting everything together and have the car tuned. And by the end of March or beginning of April, the car will be seeing the track. Now that I finally caught you guys up with the car, let's go ahead and get started. So here goes the car. This is pretty much the same way it's been sitting in my past video. I'm actually changing from this side feed manifold to a center feed manifold. It's still gonna be the Skunk 2. I decided to do this because once I went over the whole entire piping, I realized that it's just going to have such a cleaner look coming from the center. I'm also going to be switching the intercooler to a backdoor intercooler to accommodate having the center feed. Overall, the car will have a much cleaner look, and I won't have a lot of piping and all that stuff coming from everywhere. I ordered the center feed manifold from TRISTATE-MOTORSPORTS, and I'm also getting my backdoor intercooler from them. That should be coming in this week. These changes that I decided to make were kind of last minute, so instead of having the car sitting, I'm like, just go ahead and take the car, go ahead and start the roll cage. That way, while my parts are coming in, something's getting done to the car and it's just not continuing to sit. I'm hoping by the time the roll cage almost done, I'll have all of the parts here, and then we can go ahead and move to the fabrication process. As I also mentioned, I'm going to be removing the sunroof. Some of you guys will probably be upset that I'm doing this because I know people are like, no, this is an SI. Why would you remove the sunroof? But this is going to be a full drag car now, so there's no point in having a sunroof that I will never ever use. Even with it being a street car, I never used the sunroof. It's just something that I never really used. So I'm going to be removing this and then eventually getting a plug for it, probably a nice carbon fiber plug. That way, if I ever wanted to put the sunroof back in, I have that option, although I highly doubt I'll ever be putting it back in. This is going to save me a lot of weight. The sunroof itself, I'm going to just go ahead and guess that it's probably around 50 to 60 pounds that I'll be saving in weight. So I'm excited to get rid of that. And then I also want to get a carbon fiber trunk. That's another thing that's coming up next, but will be towards the end. Right now, again, I'm just trying to get the fabrication process and roll cage installed. I'm not quite sure how hard this is going to be to remove, but we're going to find out today. Also going to be removing the headliner that's in here, so I'll start with that, and then once the sunroof is exposed, I'm sure I'll be able to see all the parts that I need to have it removed. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to begin by removing the manifold because this is no longer needed. The manifold came off so easily. Be sure to check out TSM-RACE titanium manifold studs. I'm gonna leave the link to them below so you guys can check them out. Now that the manifold is off of the car, I'm gonna go ahead and move into the interior of the car, and let's go ahead and try removing the headliner and sunroof. We successfully removed the sunroof. That was way easier than I anticipated. I'm gonna end up putting a little plug in here, a carbon fiber sunroof plug. It's gonna look really nice. This is the whole entire sunroof itself. This thing is so heavy. Many of you may be questioning, why am I removing the sunroof? The sunroof is no longer needed. I'm never gonna open it again. I'm getting the roll cage, so there's no point in having it. I do not plan on cutting this car. A lot of people cut up their Civics, make them really light. I don't wanna cut the chassis at all. That's really why I'm removing the sunroof, because I'm not doing any other type of cutting. My next plan will be to get the carbon fiber sunroof plug, and then I want to get a carbon fiber trunk. We will hopefully do the carbon fiber doors. Luckily, Tri-State Motorsports has everything in stock. They have the carbon doors, they have the trunk, they have everything that I need. For right now, I'm focusing on the safety. Once the roll cage is complete, we will go ahead and move to the motor, do all the piping for this, and then we'll go ahead and remove the motor, build the trans, and then pretty much just put everything back together. Once I am at that stage, that's when I'll begin the exterior looks. I'm gonna end up getting the whole entire car repainted by the guy who painted my Evo, Brian Paint. At that time, I will go ahead and do the doors. I'll get the carbon fiber trunk. I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up doing Lexan. Most likely I will. There's no point in having heavy glass. This car is no longer gonna be a street car. So I probably will end up doing Lexan on the back window. And also the smaller windows, I'll be doing that. And then probably when I have the carbon fiber doors, I will put Lexan. Not 100% sure. I would like to have the benefit of rolling my windows up and down. So that may be something that I may keep in. I'm excited. That wasn't too bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all of this up, and then we will go ahead and mock up the Kirky seat. Got it here collecting dust. Put that back in, and the car should be ready for tomorrow. All right, so here I have my Kirky seat. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in the car because this is gonna be needed for the fabricator. After I put this in the car, I'm pretty much done. I removed the manifold, I took off the sunroof. The car is ready for tomorrow. I'm really excited and pumped, and I cannot wait because this car has been sitting for way too long, and finally I'm getting some work done. Any progress is better than none. I didn't put all the bolts in because really we're going to be taking this out. He just wants me to sit in it so we can get more or less an idea. I have not sat in this car. It's been like 6 months. Fucking miss it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of my journey. You guys will be able to see this car slowly transform. Now I'm finally getting work done to it. It's been sitting for way too long. I'm excited. I can't wait to bring you guys along the way and show you all the fabrication process, show you all the roll cage as it gets installed. I'm just so excited to start off 2020 working on this car. It's literally January 3rd, 3 days in 2020, and I'm already getting the cage and everything else done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because I have a ton of more content coming with the Civic and with the Evo. Comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. Let me know which car you'd like to see more of. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video.